Hey everyone, I am Dan O'Callaghan and welcome to Do Art with Dan. So, I'm going to submit something to the character design challenge on Facebook. It is the last day of the Animals at a Skate Park design challenge over on the character design Facebook group, and I thought I might quickly submit something. And I already have a really cool idea for it. Today I am going to do some art on a blank skate deck, but I don't want to just do any art. I want to see if I can tell a story on a skate deck. Not that kind of skateboard. That kind of skateboard. I think my Aqua Mutant characters prove that I can come up with some cool characters on a whim and have a lot of fun with it, but with this skate deck design I don't really want to start with nothing, and I've already got a character that I think would fit really well. So I designed this character, I want to say like a couple of years ago. When I drew this character, I had a sense that there could be a larger story here. He's a futuristic anthropomorphic dog from the future. He's got a jetpack and everything. I thought we might swap out the jetpack for a hoverboard. Let's get the skate deck out and I'll start talking through my ideas. There are a couple of different ways you can approach designing a skate deck. Having said that, I've never even done this before, I don't think. Not from what I can remember. No, I haven't. But I reckon when it comes to designing a skate deck, and as I said, trying to tell a story on it, it's a pretty weird shape, and I think you can either choose to do it in a horizontal way or doing it vertically. And I thought I might just do a couple of illustrations just on a piece of paper just to quickly figure out which way would be the most dynamic and the most exciting. So the story that I want to tell is, this is Rob the dog. He's a dog who robs banks. Yeah. And he's being pursued by a band of cop cats. Cat cops. And they ride scooters. Hover scooters. Let's get some designs happening. And basically it comes down to deciding whether the story is going to go this way, like in a landscape sort of shape, or if it's going to go like in this sort of, vertical shape. This is a very rough illustration, but I thought he might have a laser sword. Yep, that's right. And he's got his gun. And he's riding his hoverboard. And he's got cop cats on scooters over here. And they'll, of course, have a similar design style. I'll draw them in a cartoony way and be really sweet. So we could either have like a cannon on the front of the scooter. That's what I'm thinking. That might be a better idea. Instead of the cats trying to like have one hand on the handlebars and whatnot. So I can already see a weakness with this design here. The action is, it's not necessarily a weakness. There's like directions going that way and directions going that way. And he's sort of stuck in the middle. And it's a story, alright, but what if we could actually get the reader's eye, the viewer's eye, to follow a story, like in a comic book, which is sort of my background. I've done a few independent self-published comics, and so yeah, I want to have a go at, like, instead of just doing one image that's sort of got everything pointed to the middle. What if we did a story that of course reads from left to right and sort of in the top corner, and we get some flow happening in that way. So over here we got the cop cats on scooters. We got the cannon, they're scooter cannons. They're shooting. Over here we have the vault door. Like this is his escape. Got the money like pouring out or something. Yeah, you know what I realised? It's not a skate park, is it? But that would be a cool idea. No. Alright. Let's bring it back to a skate park. This would be a cool idea, but I want to sort of stick to the mandate of what the character design challenge was supposed to be about. Alright, so we can still do him as a bank robber, but he's at the skate park or at the skate bowl. So here we go. We're going to draw on one of the vertical ones and going to try and make it a bit more dynamic. You know, this is very flat. It's sort of looking like a sort of two-dimensional plane. But what if we had a little half pipe in the background, the dog in the foreground? So he's still deflecting a laser bullet. I'm determined. Like, that's happening, people. He has indeed robbed a bank. There's coins flying through the skate park. This is a bowl here, this area. That's a half pipe in the background. And I'm thinking we have flying, because they're flying, hoverboard cop cats. And so Rob the dog who robs banks, he has just robbed the bank and he is charging through the skate park. And maybe he stole this hoverboard off of some kid as he was trying to get away, which is not very nice. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of how this particular situation is happening. What do you reckon? This is looking like a much more dynamic way to go. This is going to be an epic piece. If I can do this, oh god, this is going to be cool. I think that's enough concept designs and thumbnails, and I think I'm just about ready to move on and get started on this deck. This project is a lot of fun, but it's also a little bit freaky, just because I haven't tried drawing on a skate deck before, and so I have actually drawn a couple of times over this board, and then I've gone and rubbed out the previous illustration. I've sketched Rob's face in, and it's looking really expressive and really intense and crazy. Then I've got his laser blade, of course, and with the hoverboard I'm really trying to push that for shortening as much as I can and getting his pose all sorted. Then just adding in some background elements, turning the deck upside down and trying to get everything pointed in the right direction. I want to be sure that the scooter cat, cop cats got the right pose as they're hovering through the sky. Try and make this thing really awesome. I'll be getting into the inking in a second and we'll be on our way to doing some colouring. Trying to go as lightly as I can, not leaving too many thick marks, because these characters are of course sort of in the background. And of course we've got the bank being blown up, which sort of alludes to some storytelling that Rob's just robbed that bank. Drawing in all the details of the trees and some of the accessories. I did end up putting the backpack and the jetpack on Rob's back. But yeah, we've got a laser bolt smashing into his bag of stolen money. And then I'm just trying to make those letters look nice and clean and give his clothing, give the cat cop's clothing some shape, and then make sure his hover scooter looks all cool and clean and high tech. Again, little background elements, gotta draw those in. And just doing some simple strokes, trying to keep it as cartoony as I can. And you'll notice that I'm not going to ink in anything on that laser blade, because I'll just colour that portion of the image, because it's a light. It's not going to have any shadow on it at all. And then we've got the Do Art logo, and a common phrase that's used in skateboarding is skate or die. So I've just combined those two slogans into one, do or die. I've just got the line work all finished up and I'm ready to get on to colouring. How about that? Bloody crazy. Jumping into the colours, I'm just going with some light shades. I really wasn't sure how the Copics were gonna like react and how they were gonna turn out on the wood. Of course, I did notice there was a little bit of bleeding happening, and that was that was unintentional, and it's sort of a lesson learned for me that if I do try this again, I'll have to watch for that. There's also sort of a really textured look to these colors when it's on the wood. Like that wood texture is definitely coming through, and I'm not sure that the colors are as like filled in as I'd like them to be. They're certainly saturated, but not to the point that they hide that texture underneath. But having said that, maybe that wooden texture is kind of neat. So just squiggling in and getting all the little details and trying to keep the color marks within the pen lines, of course. That is all finished, guys. Done my first custom skate deck design. I'm really keen on how this turned out, and hope you guys are inspired to take up skating or at least have a go at doing some art. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and I'll see you on the next video. Alright, thanks guys.